And I think we're live here. Let me check on YouTube because it'll let me know. Don't see it yet. Let me try again. There it is. All right, we're good. We are live. We are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know who I am. My name is Ontarian Hawkins. I'm the passive income guru. I have a couple of guests on with me today. My business partner Nicholas to my right, your left, probably, and Ali is at the bottom. These are my new business partner, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see in the title, we're going to talk about why we departed from Tradera. You're probably wondering, why hasn't Ontarian talked a lot about Tradera lately? Why, what's going on? What is the inside game? Well, today we're going to expose to you not everything because we want to be professionals here, but we're going to expose to you why we left, okay, and what is coming next, okay? So let me give you a brief synopsis of why I left Tradera. Let me just tell you, when I first joined Tradera, very excited about the opportunity. Why? Because I had the opportunity to enhance my Forex skills, okay, number one. Number two, I had the opportunity to earn a residual income, which is very, very important as an entrepreneur. If you're not making residual income, you're spinning your wheels every day. You're probably making money, but you need to be offsetting your income with residual, okay? So those two went hand in hand with me, all right? A lot of people were excited, brought a lot of people in, hit rankings very fast, and things were clicking just like that, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, things got a little bit inconsistent, okay? The site was up and down, commissions and things like that not getting paid, certain things like that. Now, again, I'm not going to divulge everything on the inside, the psychology of what happened, but that was just for me why I said, hey, and I was patient. I waited 2-3 weeks for something to happen, and it didn't happen. Okay. Now, granted, Tradera is still a new Forex company. All right. And they have some young guys running it. From a business and from a business point of view, when I look from the outside in, I'm thinking that after a certain amount of time, when a lot of people are coming into the business, things should be running more smoothly. Maybe you have to hire people to run things for you to make it smoother. But from my standpoint, it didn't run as smooth as I wanted to run. And at the same time, I was bringing people in, all right, who trust me enough to join me in this business, and things were happening, wasn't happening for them as well. So I wanted to get on here and let you guys know that I have departed from Tradera. And what we're going to talk about today, guys, is something that's going to revolutionize the trading industry. Again, along the lines of Forex trading, because if you're not trading Forex, guys, as I always emphasize, you're wasting your time. Forex is something that can really compound your money. The money you're making right now online, you need to put it to work. Even if you're working a job right now, you can take a portion of your income. All right, if it's sitting in a bank account, liquid money, you paid all your bills, and you're not using any of that money to make money. That's crazy. Okay, put the money to work for you. Forex trading is it. On the flip side, now with what we're going to introduce you to today, now you have the opportunity to not only trade Forex, learn the skill, master the skill, but how about let's make some residual income as well? Because I guarantee you, everyone is looking at this. You have residual bills coming in. Why not have residual income coming in at the same time to offset not only your business, but to offset your bills? And then when you do that and you combine it with Forex, that becomes what we call financial freedom, guys. Okay. So that's my spiel. Real short and sweet to the point. I left because one word: inconsistency. And what we're going to recommend for you today is something that is going to revolutionize the Forex game on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to hand it off to my buddy Nick. He's going to give you his spiel on why he's departed and where we are going from this day forward.
All right, thank you very much, Ontarian. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. So actually, I'm actually very new to the old company. As a matter of fact, you had probably gave me a little bit of warning not to do it.
Mhm.
However, it's a great thing I did, because sometimes you have to experience things firsthand to really understand what happened.
Right.
And the same things that you had said went wrong for me too. And I was only in it for about a month. I hit some ranks really, really quickly, and I just realized, it's like, wait a second, my upline doesn't seem like, several levels above me, they seemed like asleep. So I said,
Mhm.
something's wrong here. It's like, for a company that's this young, people shouldn't be this disconnected. So I did some research, and I kind of pieced together what the problems were. But what kind of put the nail in the coffin for me is when I had friends have their credit cards hacked, and that's just too much for me.
Mhm.
I can't have people put their trust in me and then they lose their money. I mean, even though they can probably get it back, but I mean, it's just, when people decide to roll with you, they think that you have everything checked out. You should know these things ahead of time. So
Right.
I felt like I had let my team down. So long story short, I had heard some rumblings that something else is going on. I'm not, we aren't the only team that's having these problems. So we started interacting with other teams. It's like, no, we have these problems too, and these problems were here long before you came. It's like, oh, really?
Mhm.
So, we heard the thing that, hey, there might be a new company forming. I can't even remember how exactly I met Ali, but I'm so glad I did, because he was able to kind of explain to me exactly what's been going on and confirm what I had already believed and stuff. So he told me exactly where he stood in the company, who he's associated with, and what is the path forward. He had all the answers that I was looking for. So I said, okay, this is the guy I need to lock arms with, because if I want to make a run in this Forex, and I know you've been doing Forex for a long time, you've been, trying to get me over. And the only reason I hadn't really dabbled in Forex yet, because it takes a time commitment. And I felt like I had spread myself so thin that I couldn't dedicate the time. But when this opportunity came, I said, listen, even from the old company, when I looked at the compensation plan and stuff, I said, you know what? If I can learn a skill set that can change my life plus make residual income, it kind of makes sense,
It
right?
does.
Because especially when you build that residual income, now you have the money to actually go trade with, which is awesome. And I just kind of said that, if I can build a company where I can help people learn a skill and build an income, so it has multiple streams. Like, I think, Ontarian, you had posted something a while back and it says multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury, it's now a necessity. And that
That's
sticks with me every day. It goes in my head every day that you said that.
absolutely.
And so I said that this is the right opportunity. So I started talking to Ali. He told me about the inner workings of what problems his team had faced and stuff. And I said, okay, this is somebody that I want to definitely work with. And we've been kind of corresponding back and forth. And now we're at this point now where I reached out to you, because I would have never been able to get you back in the old company because of the bad experiences. It just wouldn't happen. But
Mhm.
now that we're all on the same page, we've all seen the same things. It's like, okay, we have this common bond that we've all been through this struggle. Now we can build on that together as a family.
That's right.
So yeah, so I mean, with that, I mean, I like to hand it over to Ali, because he has all the information that the people need. But I'd be more than happy to offer my advice as well.
Absolutely, Nicholas. Thank you, and Terion, I appreciate you guys. Blessed to be here in the space with everyone who's watching and everyone who will watch this on replay. Whenever you're building any business, you always have to move in the direction of integrity, right?
Mhm.
I'm somebody who's very big on integrity and loyalty. I'm very people first, company second. And I think these guys are too. I can speak for them when I say that. But we just were, I don't want to get too into it, but I just no longer could morally support that vision from the previous organization. And I knew that something was going to have to shift for me and my people. And, I mean, look, there's somebody or something out there that was hearing our prayers and understanding what we were going through as a community. And we were able to kind of connect with some of the biggest and best leaders, not just in the MLM space, but in the Forex space, to cultivate this new opportunity to pretty much do everything the right way, right? Whatever was supposed to be done properly previously, now it's going to be done the proper way. Now we have a place where we can plant our flag for a very long time and feel comfortable that we have an executive leadership team that has high levels of competence and understands what it's like to run a corporate organization, okay? Even though we are in affiliate marketing and network marketing and we want to be away from corporate America and the corporate world, that's personal, but trust and believe me, I want the executive leadership team to be ran just like a Fortune 500 company, right? Because Fortune 500 companies are Fortune 500 companies. Why? Because they have competence in their organizations, people who make decisions together. You don't just have one person making a decision on a fly or based out of ego, okay? So it's very important to understand that, you know, the decision that we've made collectively as a group is probably the best decision we could have made, not just for ourselves, but for the entirety of our teams and the whole organization. So it's definitely going to be a very, very interesting and amazing journey. These next few months are going to be extraordinary, and I hope everybody sees the vision. Now, since we are on obviously the subject of Forex and passive income and residual income, when it comes to Forex, you have to understand that this is a skill set that you'll take to the grave with you, and nobody can ever take technical analysis and fundamentals away from you, ever, okay? Forex has fired more jobs than anything I've ever, more bosses, I should say, than anything I've ever seen in my entire life. I've literally seen my coworkers leave the job because they understand trading now. And I remember looking at that and be like, what is this guy? What is trading? And, you know, I've started trading back in 2016, and I started with cryptocurrency, and I did really well in that space, and I transitioned into Forex. And let me tell you, when you combine Forex with residual income and a company that really knows what they're doing, and they put people first, you know, they put your kids first, a company who's willing to have, you know, a whole team dedicated to taking care of your kids and helping the future millionaires of the world understand what financial literacy is. That's somebody who has vision. That's a company who cares about not just what's happening today, but what's going to happen tomorrow and 5 years from today, okay? So I always talk to people about vision and values, because that's what we build our teams on. We don't build on hype, right? Hype fades out like this, right? Any company can close, anything can happen, and hype can die. But when you're a value-based marketer and you constantly deliver value to your people, and you cultivate an environment where you teach people duplication and how to really build and bank on success, you're going to have an organization that wins. And that's what myself, Nicholas, and Ontarion have been working on for a very long time, and we do it at scale. So, you know, my journey with network marketing started back in 2013. I left the industry for a while and came back due to the pandemic, as we all know why, right? All of my customer-facing businesses were halted. We got to make income, right? We have to be able to shift. Like Ontarion said, if you're not making residual income, it's not a luxury anymore, it's a necessity. And I understood that. So I knew that I can bank on myself to make that happen, but the vehicle is important. And, you know, we found that vehicle, and I'm going to, you know, pass it back over to Ontarion so he can kind of touch a little bit about, you know, what the next steps are, what we're looking at, and, you know, what you should be looking at as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ali. Before I proceed, Ali, what someone may be asking the question right now, and this pops in my mind too, is if I was a prospect, what's going to be different from Tradera? What's going to be different in Epic, that's the name of the company, Epic Forex. What's going to be different in Epic that wasn't different in Tradera? What's the difference? What are we going to see different that's going to allow us to excel, so to speak?
So the really interesting thing for me with Epic Trading International versus any Forex education company, it is the sheer fact that the CEO, David McCovey, who I have a great deal of respect for, I had a chance to meet the man, and, you know, he's got a wealth of knowledge, and there's a reason why he's so successful, right? He just knows what to do, and he has the best leadership team around him. Is what I took away the most is the simple fact that these people have done this already, right? They've been in this space for over 10, 15, 20 years individually in the executive leadership team. But David McCovey has been running his own MLM for the last 5 years successfully. So he already has the relationships with the merchant processors. He already has the relationships with the e-wallet accounts. He already has the relationships with the vendors and the IT team and the coders. So the infrastructure is already there, right? So it's not like this is happening for the first time, even though this is a new company, right? It's not like it's the first time they're ever doing it, that there's no money backing them. There's over 200 years of experience combined between their entire team and what they're doing with Epic Trading International. And a lot of that experience and knowledge has been learned over the last 5 years with Evolution Travel, right? David McCovey was a top income earner, not just in 5links, but also in Paycation. And he decided to start his own company, and he ran it extremely successfully. And now he's ready to dominate the Forex market space with Epic Trading International. So to me, I was looking for a peace of mind when I flew out to Vegas this past weekend to meet the executive leadership team. And I came home. I didn't even come home. After that very first meeting with David, I went on a live with my team and I did a team meeting, and that call maxed out in literally 3 minutes. And, I told my team, I said, listen, we were looking for a peace of mind and we secured it. And that's essentially the biggest thing that I took away, is just the experience, the competency, and the peace of mind that they gave to me and my team and everybody who's listening to this.
Beautiful, beautiful. One thing that that makes me confident, very confident with Epic Trading International, like you just explained, is the experience. The leaders have the experience, and they have the infrastructure in place to give you a peace of mind. Okay, and so that's big for me. And we talked about that on the three-way call a couple of days ago. That for me, the number one thing is not the compensation plan, it's not the education, it's support. If support is there and everyone's taken care of, everything else is going to be just icing on the cake, So that's a big deal for me. So that's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to this launch. And we're set to launch September 1st. Is that right?
Yes, sir. So September 1st will be our launch. The entire month of September, you're definitely going to want to lock in your spot. It's $19.99 to lock in your prime real estate position in our genealogy structure. I will also let you know that, corporate is taking trading obviously at the forefront of everything outside of the amazing compensation plan. Because Epic stands for, I gotta get the acronym.
Well, I got it. Exceptional people. Oh man, something compensation, incredible compensation. Exceptional people, incredible compensation.
Right. But now when it comes to the actual Forex platform, the Epic, university, this is being put together by some of the most amazing traders I've ever met in my life. People who understand what retail trading is, people who understand what institutional trading is, right? Trading order blocks and trading, supply and demand, understanding what fair value gap is. As a trader, trust me, you want to trade these methodologies because it's a much more profitable place to be. You don't hit stop losses. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, trust me, the Academy will teach you. It's going to teach you from a very basic level to an advanced level. So I'm so excited for this because there were a lot of people that were essentially having to kind of outsource their trading education and sessions from outside of Tradera, make it more personal. Now with the team that they've developed over there in Epic, it's amazing. So they're really crafting this. So, I mean, when it comes to that side of it as well, it's going to be awesome. Now, you'll have the chance when you lock in, you'll be able to actually take advantage of the live trading sessions. They're 3 times a day as each market opens, and the signals throughout the entire, I believe I think it's a week or a week and a half after the first, we'll be able to get back on those live sessions. We'll be able to take advantage of the signal. So it's not like you're just paying, $19.99 to lock in a spot. You're going to get value throughout that entire time. Plus, I run daily team meetings, daily mastermind meetings. We're going to be running like 4 opportunity calls a day from corporate. Me and my team, we're probably going to be doing 2 or 3 a day in addition to whatever corporate's running. So we're going to keep this thing going like full steam ahead. And then on October 1st, when we actually launch, that's when, the floodgates will open. It'll be open to the public. But for right now, it's invite only. We really want the right people locking arms with us and just literally taking this to the next level. They have a goal to get 40,000 people locked in within the first 40 days. And I'll be the first one to tell you that it's probably going to be 120,000 people in the first 40 days because the momentum that I'm seeing on my team, and I know some of the other leaders out there and what they're doing, these are some crazy numbers. So, time is of the essence for sure. Definitely make sure we take care of you 100%. And, this is a great leadership team right here between myself, Nicholas, and Ontarion. I mean, this isn't our first rodeo. So you'll be well taken care of. We'll teach you duplication and we'll help you guys learn how to trade at the same time.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say is that visibility is very important. In the other company, people would reach out to me and say, how come the CEO doesn't have a Facebook page? How come there's no LinkedIn page? How do we find more information about them, right? Where on this hand, David McCovey is very active on Facebook. I mean, remember I just posted your cookies the other day? He clicked like on, he clicked love on it. So, I mean, this guy is on Facebook. He's literally in the trenches with us. He pays attention to everything. I like having somebody that's so alert about what's going on. I mean, it makes a huge difference when you have a leader that's actually in the trenches. He knows what you go through because he's been there. He's built an organization from scratch, not once, not twice, not 3 times. Now he's going for his 4th time, you know, to get to a business where he's making 6 figures a month. So leadership from the top is very important to me.
Yep.
Oh man, that's wonderful. I'll have to add him as a friend now. I didn't know he was on Facebook like that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last words here. So you're gonna come across several videos in the coming months, weeks, of people that's doing videos on Epic Trading International. Okay, and you're going to wonder, okay, who do I join? Which team do I join? I'm going to give you a couple of clues. Okay, first of all, are these people? This is my take on it. Maybe you guys can agree. Are these people just looking to build a team and get residual, or are they really interested in the whole spectrum of the business, including with the emphasis on Forex trading? Me personally, you guys know that I trade. You know that I do videos on it all the time. I love trading. I emphasize trading. I encourage trading. Okay, so that's proof that I am into Forex trading. These guys that's on the panel are into Forex trading. So how do you pick a team to get on? First of all, make sure they're trading Forex. Okay, make sure that they're passionate about Forex, and then the building and everything else is going to come naturally. The building, you know, for your residual income sake. Okay, so that's all I have to say about that. Okay, you want to join a team that's going to first of all support you, and that's crazy good about Forex in a good way. Okay, and then we'll support you and help you build as well. We are at the forefront, ladies and gentlemen. This video is top notch. Okay, what I mean is, you join with us, you will be in a great position as we build. Okay, you know me, you know I build. Nicholas, he's a builder. Ali's a builder. Okay, and we have people we're already forming a team. We ain't even launched yet. We ain't even pre-launched yet. Okay, so if you're interested, and hopefully you are, get with me. Okay, and we will get you taken care of. I'm going to leave a link below if you want to book a time on my calendar. You can find me on Facebook. I'll leave a link below so you can add me on Facebook. Send me a message. Let's get you in position to not only learn this skill, but also help you to earn a lifetime residual income for years to come. One more thing, guys. What is the perfect, trying to phrase it right. What would be the perfect business partner to join us? What would they look like? What would be their mindset, so to speak, to join us?
Well, Ali has the biggest organization, so he knows what he's looking for.
Student mentality.
Yeah.
Have a student mentality. Be coachable. Don't expect to come in and crush the Forex market and crush, you know, the residual side in a week or a month. Right? Give yourself a solid timeline. Say, hey, realistically, I can see myself investing X amount of hours per week over X amount of weeks, months, or a year to this opportunity in order for me to get here. Because if I can figure out a way to make an extra $5,000 a month, whether it's through residuals, trading, or both, how does that change my life? Okay? Come in with an open mind. Know that we are going to teach you how to establish a why that is so firm that every obstacle you hit, you're going to know that you just have to overcome it. Because when your why is strong enough and that burning desire is so strong, nothing will take you off your course.
That's right.
So when you lock arms, just make the decision to have the conversation with yourself, make that commitment. And, we breed success, and we build builders, and we build traders. That's what I would recommend. Nicholas?
Yeah, and what I would say is that I've been saying this like a broken tape recorder lately, but in the real world, when we get a job, our employers will tell us, hey, I'm going to put you on a 90-day probationary period. We have to prove to them for 90 days if we're worthy of keeping a job, right? But when people become an entrepreneur, sometimes they don't even give it 90 minutes before they start getting negative. You can't quit after 30 days. You have to put a timeline, because first of all, think about it. Trading is like education. There's people that literally go to college. Harvard has a class on Forex trading, right? You're going to get all this at such a cheap rate, comparatively speaking. You're going to get so much value for the price. So what you need to do is just put yourself in a mindset that, hey, I'm going back to school. And if I learn this, it's going to set me up for the rest of my life. And guess what? If you're not a good recruiter, it's okay. Become a good trader, because now you can use your results. Go post your Facebook stories, go post your Instagram stories, tell people your progress, and they'll be like, hey, what exactly are you doing? I joined this Forex trading academy. It's really awesome. You should check it out. They don't need to know that there's a building side if that's not what they want to do. But guess what? When they get results, it's inevitable. They're going to start building.
That's right. Perfect. And guys, we got some of the top-notch Forex educators that this world has ever seen, that you're going to be learning from multiple times a week. Okay, so $20 to lock in your spot? Are you kidding me? People go to college and pay thousands of dollars.
You pay $50 for an application fee,
right?
Crazy. And the crazy thing is, when most people that graduate don't even go into the job that they
exactly
go for.
Yeah.
So we just spent $1,000 for nothing. Guys, this is something that, again, nobody can take Forex education away from you. When you learn this thing, and you ain't got to learn everything. You ain't got to learn Fibonacci and all that, just the basics, support and resistance. You learn support and resistance and trend lines, you can do well, okay? And I believe you have an EA, right? EA, expert advisor as well?
Yeah, coming down the pike. And I do want to let everybody know, from the Forex perspective, there's quite a few corporate traders. I just want to let everybody know that two of those corporate traders, I can't release their names right now, but they're on our team. So they're part of the Lion's Den. That's value.
That's a lot of value.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that Ali and I, we get coached by the same individual, Aaron, who's also on our team. And what he was teaching me the other day, he said that look at the market like it's telling you a story. And if you can learn to read that story, you can anticipate what's going to happen next, just like if you're watching a movie, right? You learn to read the story and you can understand what's about to happen.
That's right. And it becomes, you look at it over and over again, it becomes second nature after a while.
Yep.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Guys, I'm fired up, ready to go. And folks, again, if you're looking at this, now is the time to lock in your spot. Okay. So get with me on Facebook. You can book a time in my calendar below. I will get your questions answered and vice versa. But this is what I am going to be building. Okay. This is the residual income that I've been looking for right here. Okay. I had it again in the old company. You understood why we left the old company, but I was looking for something else where I can build residual income. This is it. Okay. This is the component that you need right here. Okay. So guys, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate you. Looking forward to working with you, locking arms for years to come. We're going to help millions of people. We're going to help millions of people with this thing. And it's going to be life changing for a lot of people. So,
right. And then Ali, you could send Ontarian the webinar schedule so he could blast it out to his list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Definitely. I'll do that right away.
Sounds good. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.